Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Edgar Allan Poe tarot cards. So this era of Pentacle energy, I feel like abundance. You definitely get knockings of that with the Six of Pentacles as well as the Page of Pentacles. If you look closely at his pockets, they're overflowing and the cash is falling onto the ground. You know what I mean? I feel like this will be emotional for you. This, for some, could be an inheritance that comes out of nowhere, causing emotional energies. I feel like this is the second eclipse energy as well. It definitely feels like a retrograde, like things that are happening. It's nothing that's life-altering, but it's just like, damn, it feels like bad luck. Like, you know, again, like, oh, this. You know what I mean? It's like you didn't plan for it and it happens. But I feel like it's just like, you know what I mean? It's nothing crazy. Like, Spirit always reminds me, you've been through worse. You know what I mean? And you made it through that, you know? And I feel like, you know, emotional situations, pay attention to your dreams. Like with myself, I should have went to bed, but I was just like, I want to see what the meaning of this is, you know? So sitting there and looking up the definitions, writing them out. I think it was like 2 pages of definitions. We are getting rest and rejuvenation. 4 of Wands. I feel like this is for you to concentrate on your creativity. I feel like time with family, watching movies. So they told me this all the way back in June, July. You guys remember me telling you that. Right around American Thanksgiving. Looks like us, it's going to be sooner. This is just the name of the business. There are other things to look for, but I feel like this is Spirit like saying, like, things will turn around. Things will go your way. Just trust and believe. You know? I feel like, but I love the fact that we're moving forward. It's just like, I can totally resonate like with This Is Us, where, you know, where Rebecca's like on the train and she's making her way to the caboose and that's where Jack is. And it's just like where her transition over. But it's just like with myself, it was that dream with Shane. And it's like no time had passed at all. It's just like we went right back to like where we were. In a good way though, not like in a bad way where it's just like things came, you know, up. Like, you know, Jack was his addiction. Shane was his addiction. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, doing everything you can, because it's just like, just because that's part of you doesn't mean it defines you, you know? That's one thing. We were watching Moana, kids were watching it a lot at that time, and that part where she's making her way to Te Fiti, and it's just like, you know, she's sitting there and she's like, they have stolen the heart from inside you, but this doesn't define you. I know who you are. That every time I hear those lyrics, it makes me cry, because it's just like, I know his heart changed, but I know that's not who he was. And who I saw and felt that connection with when we were in the dream together, it's just like, that's where it took me back to. I feel like it's like, you know, the things that ticked me off, it's just like, it's easier to hate him than miss him. You know what I mean? Sometimes. But at the same time, it's like grateful for that connection, like home. You know, you definitely feel home there. And it's like, that's what I want for us to carry forward. Like, you know what I mean? When we're painting the pumpkins, and it was such a great weekend. Like, even this weekend, like, you know, it pushed everything back. I didn't end up working out till like 7 in the morning. But it was just like, I don't regret doing it. You know, I know I was supposed to read for people and stuff like that, but I'm just like, you know what? It's almost Halloween. They're probably going to take it down soon. You know, who knows? Like, you know, and I know like my mom's got stuff coming up. So I'm just like, let's go do it. Let's go have a good time. You know what I mean? Because like, you never get to live that moment again. I never want to sit there and be like, oh, I wish we would have went. You know, it would have been a good time. You know, we went. We had a great time. Going to the Pentacles energy, I feel like it's being grateful. Like, you know, even with like Spirit, I just was like, you know, and I feel like in the storm kind of thing, if anyone has ever read the Christian, the Catholic, the whomever spiritual book, I'm sure it's like in every book where, you know, it's like, it really resonated with me when it's just like, you know, Jesus is, you know, going from one town to the other in the boat, and the storm comes over and the waves are crashing and everything, and they're all frightened, you know, and Jesus is calm and he's just like, you have little faith. And I'm just like, you know, that reminds me of like where I get quiet. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, you know. Even recently, it's just like, it's not even a storm. It's just a situation I'm not familiar with. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to ask for. To be quite honest, I'm like, I'm just going with the flow day by day. And I'm so transparent with like the whole situation. You know, I'm not, you know, looking to hurt anybody or anything like that. So it's just like, take it day by day. I feel like with the moon, and this is where I know I feel like antsy around this time, where it's like leading up to like the full moon energy, and I'm just like moon water. You know what I mean? Moon water levels me out. By the time it's like the third day of the full moon, I'm just like, okay, I've had enough. You know, enough moon water. But I know there's going to be times where it's like I'm not going to even get any moon water because it's so clouded, especially this time of year, right? But I feel like it's just like things will balance out. I feel like keeping those reestablishing boundaries, you know what I mean, order and structure. But I feel like it's just like where these hiccups have happened, you know, unexpected things. Like with work, it was just like, oh, you know, well, you're not getting paid for your vacation day because it was the high holiday. It's the holiest holiday of the year. I booked it off, and they're just like, well, it's not a paid one. And I just sat there and I said, you know what? I said, all due respect, I booked this off more than a year ago. So I'm like, I'm still taking it. I was already approved for it, you know? And I just said to Yahweh, I'm like, I know, that's whom I believe in. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I know you'll take care of it. Like, I'm not afraid. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I know everything will be fine. I don't call out sick. I don't take any time off. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it is what it is. So I sat there and I had it, you know, and prosperous month I could have ever had for. You know, out of the blue, someone that I read for just blessed me with a gift. I'm just like, wow, like, thank you. Like, you didn't even have to do that. And they're just like, no worries. It's their way of appreciation. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, wow, like, you know, like, thank you so much. You know, it was just really sweet of them. I love the fact when they're saying with the full moon, it's like this Ten of Pentacle energies, very cornucopia. They've been very reminiscent of cornucopia energy, like a lot, where it's just like, you know, unconditional love. Don't ever think that you're alone. Sometimes it feels like you're isolated, but I feel like that's the time where you should get quiet and listen to the universe and what are they trying to tell you and communicate with you. What is going on? You know what I mean? So I feel like this is where it's just like, let spirit guide you. Whomever you believe in, Yahweh, Yeshua, Gaia, Mother Earth, Creator, Divine, your higher self. It's just like, let them guide you, you know? Be mindful of the shadow energy of the eclipse because they will say things that may not necessarily be so. It might be so. But again, you know, I put my faith in the Lord. If that is what is to happen, it is what's to happen. There's nothing I can do to change the situation. I do everything I can to not make that situation be what it is. But at the same time, it's like if they're telling me this ahead of time, you know, like they did with Shane, it's just like, you know, I tried things to prevent it. Or like, you know, they always said that was just, you know, he would have passed away anyway. He wouldn't have changed his diet. They always bring up hot dog carts, and he had a hot dog cart vendor by his job, and he would eat there every lunch. So it's just like, and I didn't know he was going to McDonald's every morning. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of things like, you know, that came out before he passed, where I didn't really think about or resonate with it until after my widow fog lifted. But it's just like, you know, some things are just, this is what it, you know, they call it the book of life. It was already written. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's where universe is like, there's these decisions we have to make. But I just feel like it's like, go with the flow right now. If you're not sure what to say or what to do, just be quiet and let them guide you. Go with the flow. I know it's hard, especially, it's hard for me too. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm being pulled in every direction, you know, and more things are being added on. And I'm just like, but it's in like in a positive way. It's not like in a negative way. You know what I mean? It's like it was added on, and I'm grateful for it, you know, but at the same time, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, another thing, you know. We'll figure it out, though. We always do. We always recalibrate, and it always works out. So, you know what I mean? It's just, I know Yahweh Yeshua don't put nothing in my path that I can't handle. So, that's what you do. Just keep pushing forward. Keep doing what makes you happy. Whatever makes your heart sing, do those things. That's why I don't regret yesterday, because I'm just like, you know what? I was so happy being there. Sonny was so well behaved. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, just keep pushing forward and doing the things that make you happy. You know, even in this energy of uncertainty, it's just like, it feels like kind of like mild retrograde bad luck in a sense, but it's just like, it's nothing like bad luck where it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So just keep pushing forward. Just keep trying to be positive, honestly. You know what I mean? Like they said, if you get lemons, make lemonade. You know? That's what I'm grateful for working out. Take it out on the weights. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Tuesday, October the 24th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.